got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
Welcome, people, to the Gorge Radio Show. I am one of your hosts, Dante, a.k.a. Dr. Phil.
I am another one of your hosts, Dechi, a.k.a. Dr. Filthy.
And this is Brandon, a.k.a. Montel Williams.
Oh, he said Montel.
Okay. Before we go any further, as we always do with all our shows, I'm going to stress to you this show is based solely on our opinions. If you disagree, let us know and we'll let you know why you're wrong. The topic of this show is the importance of mending fences within your family.
Since we have a family full of broken fences,
Yes, sir.
this is going to be a strong topic.
Where do we start?
Ching ching.
Where do we... No, I don't know. This is... We can all dig in with this one. We can all relate
All
to
right,
this.
I am my mother's son. With that being said, I could be mad at somebody, and the next day I'll go to sleep. Tomorrow's another day to me. So by the next day, next week, I'm not the type of person to hold grudges really. So what's done is done. It is what it is, and to me, family's family. So just get over it.
Well, to me, it depends on what you do to me, basically. I mean, I still don't talk to my father to this day, and it's over a couple words that he said to me. I mean, I ain't gonna get into all that. Some people know what it is, some people don't. The people that don't know, it's none of your business. But I still don't talk to my father to this day, and like I said, I'm still waiting for an apology. I mean, do I expect it? No. Will I accept it if it comes? Yeah.
Do you think an apology will change things?
It will change things to an extent. There are a couple things that need to be changed when that apology comes. You gotta accept your response. He gotta accept the things that he's done. You know what I mean? Because I get a lot of the blame. There's, I'm responsible for a lot of things that went on between me and him, but he accepts nothing. But I accept that apology when it comes. I mean,
this is my
other things got to change.
I don't mean to cut you off, sir, but this is my follow-up question. God forbid something happens to your father, and that's it. What is your...
Now let me interject before you answer that, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel to that, because I was gonna butt in anyway. Okay. Like, chill with your mouth closed, man. like 2 weeks before my mom passed away, we had got into it, and my mom whooped my ass. I was 22 years old, and she whooped my ass. When I mean whoop, like I caught haymakers. She whooped my ass. She had my son. She was babysitting him, and I was 22 years old. I let her. My son was hooked on his pacifier when he was like 6 months old, and I dropped him off, and I knew I didn't have the pacifier, but I just let him go anyway. And I had a cell phone, but I was at Reading Iron playing basketball. And my phone was ringing. I was like, I ain't picking it up. So when I got over there, she let me have it. I mean, whooped my ass. And anybody that knows Leslie George knows she don't fuck around.
Yes, here.
And she hate pacifiers, too.
Yeah, so...
So if your baby had to get a pacifier, she was livid.
So she whooped my ass. And I told her, if you're gonna act like that, I'm not coming back here no more, and I'm not bringing my son here no more either.
Damn, you just...
So, we got into it. I left or whatever, and the next day, I felt bad about it, and something kept telling me, call your mom. So I called her, Anybody who knows Leslie George knows. She answered the phone. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah, sound just like her.
Big lass.
So I answered the phone. I was like, Mom, I just want to tell you I'm sorry for, for arguing and leaving, my son with you like that. And I just want to also tell you that I love you. So the phone went silent. And I hear her sniffling on the other end, and she hung up on me. And I called back, and I was like, why you hang up on me? I said, are you crying? And she was like, fuck you, Desi. And I was like,
just like her.
yo. So she was crying, and needless to say, 2 weeks later, she passed away. So had we not had that conversation, I would have been living with that for the rest of my life. Just a simple, even though I knew I was wrong, but if I had never had that conversation with her for the rest of my life, I would have lived with the fact that I should have said apologize. Or I should have at least talked to her and try to mend the fence. At least try.
Do you know how hard I'm sorry is for a lot of people? That's big of you to be able to do that, but do you know how hard that is for a lot of people?
Oh, I know. It's extremely hard.
It's almost impossible. And from someone who has had beef with every adult at this table at some point...
When we have beef? Oh, yeah.
We never had beef.
Oh, yeah. But what was your question, though? You say you were gonna... I thought you had a question.
No, I'm just telling you the example, because he said, "What? God forbid if something would happen."
Yeah, I understand that, but what I told you, you brought this up before, but what I told you is, your apology, I can understand that because you and your mom didn't have a rocky relationship like me and my dad do. I mean, me and my dad had a rocky relationship for all my life, basically. I mean, I can't remember a time that we went on talking without not talking. You know what I mean? Like, it's been off and on for a long time. And like I said, I get a lot of the blame. He blames me for stuff that happened when I was a little kid. And I keep telling him, come to me with something I did as a grown man, then I will take responsibility for that. Matter of fact, I just said I would take responsibility for a lot of things, but now that I look at it, I shouldn't. Because a lot of the stuff he blames me for happened when I was a little kid. He throws in my face that there was a time when he came to get me when I was supposed to spend a weekend with him. But I had somebody spend the night in my house. I'm a little kid. I'm a kid. Don't blame me for that. You know what I mean? If you... See, I don't want to get into this because I could throw him under the bus so bad, but I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. And
there's so many stuff. There's so much stuff that a lot of y'all don't know that this guy put me through. There's we can talk about that off camera.
Oh, I can imagine because I know how he is.
Yeah,
there's so much stuff that I've been through.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want it to take that something happens to him or something happens to you, and then it's like, oh, well, I should have reached out, or I wish I didn't wait for an apology. I should have did something, because me and my brother, we've been in that situation. Like, if I could have one more conversation with my mom, I would love it, just to hear her yell, or just to, you know what I mean, talk about somebody else. I would love it, and it's not possible.
So,
but even still, and I don't know if you remember this, but like when our mom told us that my dad found out he was dying, I remember one time where my dad came to, and we had our relationship with our dad was like your relationship with your dad.
And hold on, let me interrupt. See, I don't think that, because I don't think your dad even put y'all through the shit my dad put me through.
No.
Our dad was different because he did his own thing. If we happened to go with him on a weekend, it was so be it. If not, so be it.
Yeah, but like when my dad found out he was dying, Then he came around and he was like, I remember having a conversation with him. He was like, oh, I just want to tell you guys I'm sorry for not being there, and you know, I want to spend my last moments with yous and all that stuff. And once, like, he could have slapped me in the face the day before that, but once he said that, I forgave him for everything that he did.
That's because he actually acknowledged that he did something wrong.
Exactly.
When you have beef with somebody, I think the worst thing you can do is not even acknowledge that you did something wrong. An apology isn't always necessary, but if you can at least acknowledge that maybe you made a mistake or what you said was wrong or what you did was wrong, then you can move forward. But if you punch me in the face and I keep on telling you, well, I don't like you because you punched me in the face, or we have this problem because you punched me in the face, if you stand there saying, I didn't punch you in the face, knowing good and darn well, I know you punched me in the face, and you know you punched me in the face. How can we move on if you can't even acknowledge that something happened?
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is, would I have liked him 10 years before he found out he was dying to apologize? Yeah, but he made the effort, and you know what I mean, I forgave him. And like what we're trying to say is we don't want it for it to take a life-threatening event for y'all to, not just for him to come to you or for you to go to him, but for y'all to just to say,
let's mend the fences.
Let's mend the fence.
Nobody expects y'all to just be
but the thing is, I've went to him plenty of times to mend fences, and all I get is blame. Blame. I mean, you know, the last time I went to him, you know, I tried to mend the fence with him. That's when, you know, I'm gonna say this because everybody knows this. That's when he accused me of stealing from him. You know, he said that I stole $40 out of his pocket when I went to get his when he went to get surgery on his wrist. And when I told him I didn't go with him to get surgery on his wrist, the only time I went with him was to get his tooth pulled. He said that he was missing money then. So why not blame the people that put you to sleep on both instances? You blame your son on when I wasn't with you on one of those. I was only with you on when you got your tooth pulled. So how were you missing money from me when I wasn't even there? And then when I prove you wrong, just come say, "Oh, I was missing money then." I mean, I think that's what put me over.
I think you should just try one last time.
I can't do it, bro.
Desi?
I can't do it.
Do you know how long I've been working on this?
I can't do it.
Do you know?
But then, see, this is what gets me. People keep coming to me, you know, saying, hold on. Let me finish.
You have to be the bigger person.
But
even though he's a grown man and he's your father.
Okay, but if you've been the bigger person on numerous times and all you get is failure, why should I try again?
Because
that
one is good.
You got to continue to be the bigger person.
Exactly.
I've been the
because who knows? Maybe it takes for you to knock on his door and him look down and see you, and everything that is running through his head goes out the window, and he comes down.
Okay, but the thing is, this is why I want him to come to me, because at all the times that I've gone to him, it only shows that I care.
But to be honest with you, he's not going to do that.
Okay, but that shows me he doesn't care.
No, it's not that.
It's not that he doesn't care.
That just means that he's stubborn.
He's stubborn.
He's very.
You're stubborn,
well,
and you've met your grandmother, so you know where it comes from.
I'm putting it out right now. The only way this can get resolved if he comes to me, so be it. If it doesn't happen, so be it.
Everybody knows Randolph.
So be it.
Gordon.
Randolph
Swade Gordon.
Wade Gordon.
Now that y'all put his government name out there,
he's not gonna do that.
Well,
not because
phones.
Not
Serious?
because he doesn't care about you, but because that's
that's what y'all think. But if you look at the stuff that he put me through, it shows me that he doesn't care.
I understand your point.
I understand.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. So that's, I don't know. It's up to him. It's up to him.
Okay.